featuring this week we're featuring the Melismatics.
Meet the Melismatics, right?
Yes. So introduce yourselves, names, and instruments.
My name is Ryan. I play guitar, sing, and other assorted instruments.
My name is Pony, and I play and sing.
Dance, everything.
Sign. No, keyboard and guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do sign language? Is that what sign?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll throw
Show
some,
me your tattoo.
some sign language
Nice.
in there.
What does that mean?
That's CODA, Child of Deaf Adult, a group of deaf parents.
Okay.
Well, my dad's hard of hearing. My mom is deaf, and so I have the cultural exposure.
Okay.
And then, but my dad always did listen to music really loud,
Oh.
really loud. But he did. He still does.
I know a lot of people though form their own opinions about a band's music and how to describe it. How would you guys describe your music?
I guess
Right.
she shoved the mic in my face.
You're answering it.
It's evolved a lot over the years. I think that it's a form of power pop, you know,
Okay.
and which is way too general. But I mean, you know, we've used a lot of electronics. We've been influenced by new wave music and post-punk music. A lot of British music. So, but it's you know, at the core of it, they're pop songs. But we like to do, you know, try different things out. We're always restless, I guess. So you know.
I mean, I've noticed that trying to listen to some of your guys' albums, like, I mean, I've seen you at South by Southwest in 2012. That's where I've actually first heard you get. Well, no, I take that back. It was at IPR, the old building, but then I've seen you guys at South by Southwest, and then it was like, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. 2012 was that the one?
Or I don't know.
Oh,
this shirt.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the show that it was like Gary Loris was playing from the Jacks? It was like up. Oh no, that's.
Was that the Dirty Dog Bar? There?
The Dirty Dog. Okay.
I think that's what it was.
We played Southwest so many years that
Okay,
I can't read. The
it.
years are like they blend in and like.
They do blend in.
So
tired. Bunch of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that. Yeah, I was like trying to figure out how I would describe your music. I wouldn't describe it as like the pop nowadays, but it's
no,
but like it's definitely got the pop element, but it's different. And
when I say pop, I mean like the. Like the kind of pop that isn't what they call pop now. But,
nowadays.
It's kind of funny. Crap. Yeah, I know. Yeah, not that. But
how did you guys get started as a band?
Well, the band started originally as like basically a recording project that I was doing with Jeremy Ovasacker, who kind of co-founded the band with me initially. He's got a band called Alpha Consumer, and he's like plays with Andrew Bird. He's doing great, lots of stuff, but really we started recording some songs and then put a band together around it. Mark Wade, our bass player, met through a friend in school, and we clicked right away. He's, you know, been such a huge part of this band for, you know, the entire thing. And then Ron Caron joined us shortly after, and he had played in a band with Jeremy. And he killed it. He came in one day, like we'd already, I think, had one album out before Ron joined us. He showed up and just like played great, like right away. Like first rehearsal was like the best we ever sounded. We're like, oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it started. It was just pretty organic, you know, having songs and people coming together around the songs, you know. Yeah. And then Pony, of course, like how could I forget? Who's like been the co-lead singer of the band. We met playing with our friend Mark Mullman. She was playing bass, I was playing guitar. Met on tour, and then the first time I ever saw her play was with her old band, the 100 Flowers. You may have never heard of them, but you can YouTube one of their songs. It's really really good. But I saw her play, and I was like, wow, she's amazing. Like, and I was like, somehow I'm gonna get her in a band someday. We ended up marrying her first, and then she eventually joined the band, which was really cool. A huge change for the band and for the better. So it was really cool because it used to be a dude band. You know, it was just like a little more raw rock. You know, and she added a totally new element. Yeah.
Do you have a new member joining the band now?
Yeah, now we have a new. We don't know what he or she will play yet. We don't know.
Whatever they want to play.
Yeah, whatever they want to play.
There you go.
I'm like, oh, drums be cool. And then Ryan's like, no, drums might not be cool because they're loud.
I was just thinking like, well, I'm like, to go through the part of them learning the instrument. I'm like, wow, that or like the trumpet or something super loud.
Like the cello or something, that would be cool, or piano.
Well, whatever they want.
Whatever you want.
Really, we have a lot of instruments in our house.
Maybe
so
they don't even want.
They can try whatever they want.
Our sound guy's like, it's gonna be an accountant.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, but if they want to be an accountant, that's great. You know?
They're a numbers person.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
My sister does it, and my dad, they have that in them. Not me.
Me neither.
So I forgot to do this.
That's okay. Do you think it picked me up?
Yeah, it would. It'll be fine. So I call this segment Meet the Locals to discover, local musicians of every genre. Do you guys take a lot of your inspiration from local bands or bigger bands, or kind of both?
Oh man.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like the local music scene of Minneapolis is certainly. We both lived here like our entire lives, so it's through osmosis. It has affected us. I mean, I remember the first songs I ever wrote. When I'd play them for people, people would say, "Wow, there's like a real Minneapolis sound," and it's like it wasn't a conscious thing, but I think it's just you're surrounded by it. It becomes part of who you are. So probably not intentionally, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I used to listen like Husker Du. I mean, I listened to more than any band on the planet. Like, and the Replacements and the Suburbs, and I mean, it's just like if you're surrounded by that, you're gonna probably pick something up from it. So.
Nice. Do you guys take a lot of inspiration like from the same bands together, or like personally? If that makes sense.
I think it depends. Like, it's so weird because when I write anyway, it's like I hear a melody in my head, and then I try to, I pull out my phone, and I got my GarageBand on my phone, or something like that, and I'll go from there, or record it that way, and then somebody like, oh, it kind of sounds like this, or it kind of sounds like that. It just, I don't know.
Just kind of go with whatever.
I'm organic about it.
No, that's good though.
And then I have Ryan clean it up, which is really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that we've ever like consciously said let's be influenced by these bands or anything, but everybody in the band listens to very honestly different music. I mean, I think we have some overlapping influences, but I think everyone just kind of brings their own personality into it.
That's good though.
Yeah.
So I just like to ask that question because to me personally, it's fascinating to see what people are into and if they bring the inspiration from that, or just like you guys do, just kind of organically, just kind of go with what you're thinking. So. And
I think what you listen to is coming out,
Yeah.
I could see where that could influence you.
Yeah.
So
what have been some of your guys' biggest accomplishments as a band? I know I seen you guys were on the Today Show, and you said you played the South by Southwest quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think like, there's been some monumental shows for us that were really cool. I mean, like we played Lollapalooza, that was amazing.
Yeah.
We played like a lot of the big festivals, and we've opened for a lot of really cool people. Those are amongst the accomplishments. We've got to work with cool people. I mean, the heroes of ours, like, Ed Ackerson, John Auer from the Posies and Big Star, amazing. John Fields. We've been really lucky. Like, mastering, we worked with like, Chris Athens, who's mastered like Beastie Boys, Coldplay, stuff like that where they're all, it's kind of serendipity, these people come into your life somehow, like, it's just like, and you're working together, it's just amazing. I feel really lucky, like, so, there's been a lot, our music's been used in a lot of, shows and TV stuff and random stuff that is cool, so everything is like...
It's really fun, you're like, what? That show? Okay.
Yeah, it's
horseback
like
riding?
Weird. Yeah, it's random, but...
Cool.
But I think all those are accomplishments, every little thing, you just kind of got to appreciate it as it happens, because,
It's hard to do as a band, though, some of that stuff. I mean, I'm talking to the other bands I've interviewed, it's hard to... they just say it's so hard to get in front of people and everything.
Oh yeah. No, everything's hard. That's the thing is like we always talk about this. Like it's a spectrum. When you start, you're worried about getting people to go to a local club.
Yeah.
like how are we gonna practice? How are we gonna get to our local club and get like 10 people to show up? But then like as you continue on and you tour and you're playing, because we played many like for the last few years we were doing like 150 shows in a year. You know, that's like a lot of shows.
That's a lot.
Different cities, you're worried about like a lot of other things, and you know, you have to take time to smell the roses and be like, oh, these are good problems. You know, like better than our first problem of like, you know.
Well, there's been other bands where you're just like, we need a van. Or
or
you can't even get people together to go to rehearsal.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like I almost say what, but
yeah, no, but it's
so it's amazing how when it does work together and you just it's great.
So maybe our biggest accomplishment is that we become like an organization that like is functional, that has cities that we go to where we play shows that people
treat
go
it like
to.
a job.
And
that's the way it should be.
Yeah, because it is a job.
It is. And if you want it to go anywhere, I mean, you need to be on the same page for sure.
Yeah.
It's not about, oh, fun, party, da-da-da. It's like, no,
it's not fun at all.
And working, and then they get to change your mindset. It's like working is fun if you, you know, you like your job, you're passionate about it.
Yep.
It's not work.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to make money, definitely, but I don't know. It's not all fun and games.
It's a business of passion. You do it because you love it, and then you figure out ways to make it work as you go. You know.
Yeah. So what have been some of your guys' favorite memories?
Oh, lots of them. Pony, do you want to start? Can you think of one right away?
There was this band we toured with named Moth, and they were probably the wildest bunch of people I've ever been around, and they were really fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, Moth. They like, just to get a little background. They're from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
They had a song on MTV, like it was called "I See Sound," and then they made a couple albums after that, and they were managed by our friend who managed Weezer, and like we did a lot of road dates with those guys, and they were just crazy. Like, I mean, the stories they shot our van.
That's
what they did, but it's actually a good memory.
But I mean, they're not gonna hurt us, but it's just a little ridiculous.
I
have another good memory. I remember we were driving back home, and there was another band on tour, and they hold up a sign, and it says, "What can I swear?" I mean, because this is just what the sign said. It said, "What shitty band are you?" and I just started laughing, and I'm like, that is so funny, you know, because you could recognize each other. Like, that's a band.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what should I say? And then someone's like, say you're Insane Clown Posse. So I wrote down Insane Clown Posse, bitches. And then I pulled it up, and then just started laughing, and they're like,
Florida or what?
I have a really funny memory of Salt Lake City, where we were in a hotel. This was, what year was this? It doesn't matter, mid-2000s possibly. And we stayed in this really nice hotel in Salt Lake City. We had just played at the Urban Lounge the night before, and we knew there were tour buses everywhere, and there are all these old British guys, and we're like, and I'm the guy in the band that will go up to anybody and talk to them. So like, you know, it's like they always make me do it. Like Ryan, we're, you know, everyone else like go talk. Like if you know if you're opening for somebody huge or something, it's like, you know, I'll be the one to go talk to them or whatever. But so they're like, Ryan, you know, we were in the van, the tour van, like ready to leave the hotel. But we had seen like all these old British guys out in the lobby, and we knew that it was somebody big, because I mean, you know, it's like the amount of tour buses, and they're like, Ryan, we got to know like who that is. Go in and find out. So I was like, all right, I'll go in and I'll find out. So I just went right into the lobby. I sat right down on the couches, right next to all these guys. They were real like friendly. They weren't standoffish at all. And in fact, they started talking to me, and they're like, you know, like, whoa, what are you doing here? You look like a musician. Were you playing? And I'm like, yeah, we were playing at the Urban Lounge. I'm like, are you guys musicians? Like, yeah, we're musicians. And I'm like, where'd you play? And they're like, well, we played the Enormo Dome or whatever, you know, sold out. Yeah, right. And I looked at him, I'm like, who are you guys? And he looked at me like I was insane, and he goes, why, we're the Who. And I looked over, like, and I, like, did a scan, like, you know, because I hadn't even really, like, scoped out who was all there. But I'm like, oh, yeah, you are the Who. Like, plus, like, you know, all, you know, they had their, like, you know, a lot of, I don't know, their road management and people around them. So, but yeah. So anyway, so I asked the who are you? I mean, how many people say that?
never
yeah, and then ironically, that was a tour for the album Endless Wire, and I had just, I had that album sitting in our van on the dashboard as I left to go in to, so like I should have got their autographs, that would have been cool, but whatever, you know.
Keep it as a memory.
Whatever, yeah.
That's cool. So where can people watching this video find you guys? Like
which video?
I forget.
This video, this one that
find you guys on Facebook, Twitter, or any other areas?
Facebook. Find us on Facebook. It's just the Melismatics or Melismatics. Either way, you'll find us.
I'll put the links on here.
We got Twitter. We got all those things.
All these social media.
So, but we mostly use Twitter and Facebook. Facebook is. The one I actually use probably the most. But
well, I just want to thank you guys for sitting down.
Oh
here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So check out the Melismatics, check out Meet the Locals, and we'll see you next interview. All right.